If you've always wanted a work light on your keychain, then check this out. What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda here. This is a COB rechargeable keychain light, and this might be one of the most interesting little lights I have ever seen. So, very small box here, because this is meant to go ahead and clip onto your keys. Now, we have seen on this channel plenty of little keychain flashlights. I really love them. It's always nice to have that light when you need it. Because a lot of times when it's dark and everyone's like, oh man, I wish I had a flashlight, and you're like, boom, I've got one. Well, this one can go on a keychain. It's probably a little bit bigger. It's about an inch square here, maybe an inch and a quarter square. You can see the little LED on board right there, and it actually reminds me of those panel work lights that you would have places. I feel like this construction is plastic, but it feels quite robust. In fact, I think some of that weight is coming from right there. That looks like that is a magnet. So you could stick it up on things right there. There's also a little kickstand right here, and it has little detent, so it will detent into place. So you can set it up to shine out, which is really nice. There's also a little carabiner right up here, so that's an easy way to clip it onto your flashlight. We also have a bottle opener right there. If you're drinking your Heineken 0% alcohol, well, you're gonna wanna get it open. Now, along the sides here, you can see it kind of looks like a little tiny Pelican case from the sides. On the side here, we have a little rubber cover, and that is a USB-C port right there. And it comes with a USB to USB-C cable right there. It's a pretty short one. On the bottom, we actually have, looks like a 1/4-inch screw hole, so you could attach it to a tripod or a camera stand. And then on the other side here, we have the power button. So if I go ahead and tap that power button, that light is on, and that's actually pretty bright. And I will tell you, it's not flashing right now. That's just the camera refresh rate. That is really, really bright. But if I click it again, we go to low mode, which is still actually quite bright. It's actually difficult to look at. And then one more, we get a strobe, a slow strobe. So this could actually be a great signaling device. You can put it behind your car if you have a disabled car. Signal in the woods to help a lost hiker get back to camp, something like that, and then just off like that. So I love the fact that it is really rugged, has all these little features. But the question is, how much light does it put out in the darkness? So out in my garage here, the overhead lights aren't on, just the garage door itself. And as I said, the magnet on this thing is quite strong, so it's really nice. This thing actually works like a work light. So I love that magnet is right there. I can set it up on its little kickstand there, so it produces a lot of light, so I can use it like a lamp. Now, look at this. If I were using this as a work light under the hood or underneath the car here, man, that's producing a lot of light. For example, if I hide the light, look at that, totally dark. So that's pretty cool. And then if I'm outside walking around and I turn it on, look at that, man. That is producing a ton of light, so I can actually see pretty far out there. Now, that's actually the high. This low light produces a ton of light too. Look at that. Could light up my whole tent. I could hang this from the ceiling of my tent and use it like an overhead light. And then obviously, if we wanted to screw someone's vision up, we could set it to strobe just like that. But man, this little light is pretty amazing, pretty powerful, and pretty useful all around. So I tell you what, if you do a lot of garage work, housework, if you're a camper, you're out in the dark a lot, and you have a lot of bottles to open, you are definitely going to want this little light. You might just love it on your keychain, and it might just bail you out one day. So I'll put a link to this one in the description below. Peter Von Panda, out.
We can discover more and explore so much deeper.